Hey Kibu family, my name is Coach Gage, and welcome back to our guide on voting. I'm pretty sure you're already seeing part 1 of our voting series with Coach Colby about registering to vote. In this second part, we will cover some helpful tips and tricks to make your voting experience smoother and more accessible. I'm joined today by Coach Lisa Marie, who will share some of her expertise as well. Say hi to Coach Lisa Marie, everyone.
Hey Kibu family. My name is Coach Lisa Murray. In this second part, we'll cover some essential tips and tricks to make your voting experience smoother and more accessible.
Okay, let's dive right in. Tips for voting with a disability. Plan ahead. Research your polling place's accessibility features well before Election Day. Many locations offer ramps and accessible voting machines. Consider visiting the location beforehand to familiarize yourself with the layout and identify any potential obstacles. Bring a helper. You're allowed to bring someone to assist you in the voting booth. This can be a friend, family member, or caregiver. Make sure they understand your needs and preferences beforehand to ensure a smooth voting process. Know your rights. Familiarize yourself with the Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, and how it applies to voting. You have the right to an accessible voting experience. Don't hesitate to speak up if you encounter any barriers or discrimination. Consider early voting. Many states offer early voting options which can be less crowded and more relaxed than Election Day. This may provide a more comfortable environment and allow for more time if needed. Use accessible voting machines. Ask for machines with features like audio ballots, large print, or sip and puff technology. If needed, familiarize yourself with these technologies beforehand if possible.
Request accommodations in advance. Contact your local election office before Election Day to request any specific accommodations you might need.
This could include sign language, interpreters, specialized equipment, or a quiet voting area. Bring necessary supplies. Pack a bag with items that might make your voting experience more comfortable, such as medications, mobility aids, water, or snacks. This can help you feel more prepared and at ease. Use absentee or mail-in voting. If going to a polling place is challenging, consider voting by mail if it's available in your area. This allows you to vote from the comfort of your own home at your own pace. Join or form a voting buddy system. Connect with other voters with disabilities in your community to share experiences, tips, and potentially arrange transportation to polling places. Provide feedback. After voting, consider sharing your experience with local election officials. Your feedback can help improve accessibility, future elections, and other voters with disabilities.
Remember, these tips are designed to empower you and ensure that your right to vote is respected and facilitated, regardless of your disability. Tricks for a smooth voting experience.
Practice with a sample ballot. Many election offices provide sample ballots online. Familiarize yourself with the layout and options before Election Day. This can help you feel more confident and reduce anxiety when you're at the polling place. You can also use this as an opportunity to research candidates and issues you're unsure about. Bring your own magnifier or assistive devices. If you have difficulty reading small print, consider bringing a personal magnifying glass or using a smartphone app that magnifies text. For those with hearing impairments, bring your hearing aids or assistive listening devices to ensure you can communicate effectively with poll workers. Use curbside voting. If getting into the polling place is challenging, ask about curbside voting options where poll workers bring the ballot to your vehicle. Call your local election office in advance to confirm this service is available and to let them know you'll need it. Take your time.
Don't feel rushed. You have the right to take the time you need to cast your vote. If you need a break, it's okay to step aside and return to your ballot when you're ready. Remember, your comfort and ability to vote accurately are more important than speed.
Ask questions. Poll workers are there to help. Don't hesitate to ask for assistance or clarification if you need it. They can explain the voting process, help with equipment, or provide other necessary support. Remember, they're trained to assist all voters, including those with disabilities.
Bring a comfort item. If you experience anxiety in new situations, bring a small comfort item like a stress ball or fidget toy. This can help you stay calm and focused while voting.
Use technology to your advantage. Many smartphones have built-in accessibility features like screen readers or voice control. Familiarize yourself with these features before Election Day, as they might help you navigate the voting process more easily. Prepare a voting day plan. Write down or record a step-by-step plan for your voting day, including transportation, any documents you need to bring, and the order in which you'll complete your ballot. Having a clear plan can reduce your stress and ensure you don't forget anything important.
Know your options for marking the ballot. If you have difficulty marking a paper ballot, ask about alternatives. Some polling places offer ballot marking devices that can accommodate more various needs, such as those with limited hand mobility or visual impairments.
Bring a note taker. If remembering information is challenging, consider bringing a small notebook or using a note-taking app on your phone. You can jot down important instructions or information provided by poll workers for reference as you vote. And finally, let's talk about something cool that helps everyone vote easily. A ballot marking device, or BMD. A BMD is a special machine that helps people vote. It's like a computer that lets you mark your choices on a ballot without having to write anything down. Here's what's awesome about BMDs. They help all voters, especially those with disabilities. You can vote privately. No one has to help you if you don't want them to. They're super easy to use. Just follow the instructions on the screen. Some states, like New York, have a BMD available at every voting place in New York City. So if you ever need help voting or just want to try something new, ask for the BMD. It's there to make voting easier for everyone. Your vote matters, and there are resources available to ensure you can exercise your right to vote, regardless of your disability. Happy voting!
People with disabilities can also make their voice heard in addition to voting. My name is Diego Ortiz, and I have worked with my local representatives on legislation to install height-adjustable adult changing tables in public bathrooms in big venues in New York State. The Traveling with Dignity Act is one way beyond casting my ballot. I'm helping people with disabilities in my community. You can too.